Now we're rolling.
Rolling.
You want a 2-shot?
Yeah, 2-shot. Let's get 2-shot. And I got 1 shot on Terrence right here.
Mm-hmm.
We want
Cool,
one
you go.
camera close up on Terrence.
Yep.
I got close up on
That's
Terrence.
what we have.
Cool.
Okay.
2-shot on you. Okay, let's go.
Rolling.
Roll it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Terrence Cash Show. We're excited to have him as a guest here in Orlando at the Citrus Club. On a previous show, he explained how to protect your assets. On today's show, we're going to talk to him about how to create wealth. This is the pivot that one must make. It's not about necessarily even working harder. It's about working smarter, not necessarily being smarter. For those of you that may have missed the last show, Terrence Cash is the chairman and founder of the Greenlight Corporation, a group of companies, and is a seasoned serial entrepreneur, accredited private investor, coach, author, and philanthropist with over 25 years of experience in success and in business. Welcome, Terrence.
Thank you, Kooge. My pleasure to be here.
First question, how did you discover the secrets of creating wealth?
That's a good question, Kooge. It was an iterative and progressive project and process. You know, to learn these secrets at one time is almost impossible unless your parents come from money and they know these secrets. Otherwise, they're almost elusive and not things you'd find, you know, in a textbook or on the internet, especially in one place. Basically, I went on a journey, and so the wealth creation secrets was a journey I went on for, you know, over 20 years. That journey's not over, but you know, the hardest part of that journey, which is getting to, you know, first base, and then second base, and then rounding the bases. Now it's all about my clients' financial success and trajectories more than my own. But the journey started with basically launching a business. So that was the first part. Very difficult to learn about wealth creation, you know, behind the desk of a 9-to-5 job. Not impossible, but you have to really know the right people. I always tell my clients that there are actually 7 principal types of wealth. Equity wealth, which is basically where Mark Zuckerberg is right now. Mark owns, I don't know, 18%, 20% of a multi-billion-dollar company. So 18% of that is billions of dollars. So that's called equity wealth. Then you got post-equity wealth, which is essentially where Bill Gates is today and essentially where I am today. In other words, Bill Gates, most people don't know this, has sold most of his holdings, significant holdings in Microsoft over the years, in exchange for obviously tens of billions of dollars. So he's post-equity wealth, and you guys know from my story during the first half in the previous show that, you know, I sold my business for north of $15 million. So that's post-equity wealth. Then you have corporate wealth. So the few in this room who are blessed and fortunate enough to have those great corporate jobs that are paying $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, maybe a managing partner of you know, a hedge fund or of a major accounting firm. That's what we call corporate wealth. You have inherited wealth, and I guess everybody knows what that is. Somebody's got to die to get that, right? So that's not a very consistent way to accumulate wealth. You have fortuitous wealth. That's hitting the lottery or sweepstakes. You have celebrity wealth, everybody knows what that is, and you have illicit wealth. And again, I'm not promoting illicit wealth, I'm just saying that some people have gotten rich or wealthy from illicit businesses. You know, even now, respectable, legitimate families like the Kennedys started in what? You know, moonshine, right? So those are the 7 principal types of wealth, but they all have their basis and as a common denominator in one major area. That is, all of them have either a significant relationship or significant ownership in a sustainable, successful, and profitable business. Even the sweepstakes, because most of you hopefully know, if you don't, every state in the union is a corporation, guys. Every state in the union. So even if you hit the Powerball, multi-state Powerball, like I said, significant relationship or significant ownership in a successful, sustainable, and profitable business. So that's where the journey started for me, Kooge, opening my business and then being exposed to these high net worth individuals and enormously successful entrepreneurs.
Now, why do most people, even with high incomes or sudden fortuitous wealth, or a sudden fortuitous income, using your terminology, not create wealth?
Well, again, Kooge, another good question. It's all about your mindset, perspective, and relationship with money, not the money itself per se. Money's just a tool, right? It's a medium of exchange, right? It's a choice you make whenever you hand a dollar to somebody else. You're making a choice, right? You're selecting one option, opportunity, or activity over another because there's an opportunity cost. The dollar you give to McDonald's for the 99-cent menu is a dollar you can't give to, pay as a tip when you get your car washed. So you're making a choice. But it's not about the money, it's about your mindset, first and foremost. The rich have a very different, much more enlightened mindset. And again, from my previous show and talk, you see a little glimpse of what that mindset is. It's dramatically different. It's not the same old thing. It's inverted, it's counterintuitive, and it's hidden in plain sight. Your perspective has to be a lot broader. A lot of my clients come to me with narrower perspectives. So we look to broaden that out because sometimes they don't know what opportunity looks like. It's all about seizing opportunity and fending off threats. That's the secret to staying in business successfully forever, in perpetuity. You have to be able to consistently seize opportunities and be able to consistently fend off threats. So that's the major thing.
So that leads me to cut to the chase. What is the Greenlight approach to creating wealth?
Well, see, we have these gerbils and carrier pigeons, and they each have $100 bills. They just drop them off at your home. No, I'm playing, guys. Greenlight Approach, like I said, builds on our foundation of mindset, perspective, and relationship with money. The first thing is you got to learn the principles, right? But the way the coaching goes, excuse me, it's not just you get this academic, informative discussion, and it's something you put on the bookshelf. It's actionable. So in other words, a typical coaching session, which is about an hour, and for my everyone but my VIP clients who pay for travel and they're paying $1,000 an hour, we do confidential and private one-on-one coaching conference calls. So we have a state-of-the-art conference bridge. You dial into the bridge. I dial into the bridge. We have about 8 master coaches. But one of the things I had promised Kooge, and in certainly deference to Jonathan Blout's efforts to get you all here, that I would be the voice on the other end of that phone. It would be one of our 5 other master coaches. So that being the case, a discussion begins. I lock out the coaching session so you know it's just me and you. And there's no one at Greenlight's level that does one-on-one coaching at the price point we do it. My whole philosophy was, when I retired, when I wanted to bring this to the masses, look, if you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, you're going to pay close to $1,000 an hour on a retainer because you can afford it. But for those in the audience that can't and desperately want to have an opportunity to get exposure to these principles and strategies, you can still have. I don't want to perpetuate the same system that I'm trying to improve on, right? So we wanted it to be a modest investment in time and money, as opposed to a major investment. Again, it's prorated for your net worth and income or cash flows. But our system revolves around, like I said, first and foremost, getting you exposed to the principles. And I exposed a few of the principles, we'll expose a few more during this show. But to get you exposed to the principles. And again, as you see, the principles are in metaphor format. They're simple to understand, they're not complicated. What the rich do is complex, guys. It's what I call financial physics. Now, being an engineer who loves physics and got great grades in physics, you know, I appreciate it. It's difficult, it's dense, it's complex. They pay hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars to top advisors to do that. But our system, you can get the same results for a modest investment in time and money. So we start there. We just get some water.
There's some water
I
right,
have winter allergies.
right here.
Oh, never mind. Excuse me, guys.
While we're taking a pause, we have to be out of here in 14 minutes, so we're going to make this tight. However, there will be other opportunities, like Wednesday, get a card from Billy. That'll give you the address. Wednesday at 7 o'clock, you'll have another opportunity where Terrence will share with you some more from this book and some other, and some additional principles that we didn't get through today. Are you ready?
Yes, let me also say this. Captain Maruti, come. Give you a full formal introduction. Captain Maruti is our Chief Marketing Officer and Senior Vice President of Client Services and Solutions. Since my two executive assistants cannot support me from New York in this dynamic of fashion, I'm going to give everybody her contact information because she probably handed out most of her cards tonight. So if you'd like to see us on a more intimate basis, Catherine's a master coach in her own right and an accomplished entrepreneur of over 12 years. If you want to see us in a more intimate basis to discuss your personal situation, financial situation, you can email Catherine. It's just her first name, K as in kite, A-T-H-E-R-I-N-E, Catherine, at greenlightsvcs.com. That's Sam, Victory, Charlie, Sam. Email Catherine. Say, look, I saw Terrence at the event at the Citrus Club. I'd like to see if I could, you know, have some time with you. We are doing, again, in deference to Kooge and Billy and Jonathan Blout's invitation, we're doing some special packages and we're doing some special offerings only for this group. Matter of fact, after we leave here in 10 minutes, you know, I'm not on a